Hello everyone. Today I want to show you some important Lovable settings. Please share my screen. Okay. So this is the dashboard that we see when we log in. And this would be, in your case, your name and your Lovable. Now, if you click here, you can go to the settings. And when you get here, there are a couple of important things that you can change. One is workspace knowledge. These are basically rules that you can set for your particular projects. This knowledge applies to all your projects. For example, I'm into accessibility, making websites accessible to hearing or speech impaired people. So for that, I have specific rules that I have added to my knowledge so that when Lovable creates a project for me, it follows these rules. So there are a lot of other rules as well. For example, avoiding AI slop. You can see this is how you can stop uh, Lovable from using something that you don't like, not just AI slop, whatever. If you don't like a particular color combination, you can say, you can set a rule for that. This is how it is done. You can find in Lovable documentation information about this. There is a very detailed information how to go about it. There is also a sample. Okay. There's one more thing that is important for us is connectors. So here you will see right on the settings page, there are at the bottom connectors. There are various connectors that are by default already enabled for you. If they are not, you can enable them. For example, for me, I have two connectors enabled. One is GitHub. Why? Because I have my own GitHub, which I want to make use of to store my projects. You can see I have my own GitHub account. So what I want to do, I want all my projects that I create in Lovable to be stored, or rather to be tracked here. For example, this dashboard, you see here, she builds dashboard. So what I'm doing here is the project that I'm creating, this she builds dashboard, sorry, not this one, not this one. So this, yeah, this is it. So this project is connected to my GitHub. You can see this. Cheebius dashboard. This is my corresponding repository where it is going. You can configure this project by project basis, or you can, at the start of any project, you can first go to your settings. This is what we are doing in the Lovable across project setting. You can do this once, GitHub, and you can probably go to, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. So if you want to make setting once, you can do this here. I am right now in my main settings for my entire Lovable account. I've gone into Connect. This is GitHub. And here in GitHub, I add a connection to my GitHub repository, right? So by default, if you have your own GitHub account, it automatically recognizes that and it lets you connect it. So this is a very useful feature using which you can keep all your versions of your application safely stored in your GitHub account. And you can always go back if you want to revert to a previous version or if you want to branch, it is possible from here. So you just need to do it for once. Here you add a new account. If you have the same account already open here, if you log into your account like I have done, I'm already logged into my GitHub account. So Lovable automatically identifies it and helps you add it as it is happening here. See, this is my account. So you can go ahead, add it. I have already added it, so I'm not doing so now. So there's one more connector, which is important, is Supabase. So Supabase is a database, a cloud database, you can say. And here, basically, all your lovable projects that need data. For example, in case of my uh, Shibbol's dashboard project, we have a bunch of information that we need to store. For example, in case of builders, we need to store the people who are providing their names, email, app information, and app topics, app link. So that needs to go somewhere, right? So for that, we need a database. So here is our database. It's nothing but a bunch of tables. See, your submissions, it has ID, full name, email, app topic, app link, just like what you have exactly mirroring the structure, right? So we have a table to receive the data that somebody will submit here. So creating Supabase connection is also important for that purpose. You can see some data that is already there. You can see there is this table that is already populated with data. So these are the categories that appear in the, yeah, you see these trending topics. These are coming from this table, right? So creating the connection with Supabase, your own account is useful. For that, you can go to your main settings, your account settings, not just project settings. Go to settings, connectors, sorry, Supabase, and you can manage. You can, if you don't have anything connected, you can create your own Supabase account like this. It's pretty easy and free of cost. So you can go to supabase.com, create your own account, and once that is done, you can come back to Lovable and just define. And so it will appear something like this. And if you have that Supabase account open here at the same time, when you are making this connection, Lovable automatically recognizes it. See, it's already there. So you don't have to do anything at all. You just have to select your respective uh, username and authorize Lovable. That's it. And it already is appearing here. So I have already done that, so I'm not doing it. So two things are taken care of. One is your GitHub, where you will store your files and version them. So this is very useful if you want to keep track of whatever changes you made in these files. You can anytime go to them. For example, in case of this index.html, let's see what has happened. So there are versions. Here's the history. So GitHub keeps a history of all your changes that you did. These are the changes. And I can go back to any change anytime and see what changes happened. This is very handy. So before you start any projects in Lovable, it's ideal that you make these connections at the account level. So how to get to account level is this. Just go to your home. This is your Lovable home. This is the dashboard that you see when you log in. As soon as you log in, here, click here on your name, Lovable here, and go to settings, and from there, connector. So this is something you should do immediately. You can add more connectors. There are more connectors available. 11 labs and contentful, linear, perplexity. Recent is very useful if you are sending any OTPs to your users. So we'll come to that later. There are so many of them, and some of them are soon going to be available. You can see coming soon. So this is where I stop now. I hope you'll make use of this information.